Hello everyone and welcome to episode 19 of the TEW 2020 New Japan Pro Wrestling series here on the channel. So we're now officially 1 year in. I can't believe it, as I'm just curious how many shows we've ran within that time. Well over 100. Oh my god, it would be 170 shows we have booked throughout the time here on the channel. That is crazy, just in this one series. So I'm assuming that's got to be close to over 300 matches. Maybe even more than that. Because you got to think each one has around 6 to 8. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of matches. So that's nuts. As far as this New Japan Cup, the 2021 New Japan Cup, all of the single champions, Kota Ibushi, of course, the heavyweight champion, Hiromu Takahashi, the Intercontinental champion, Miro, the Never Openweight champion, and also Zack Sabre Jr., the New Japan Strong Openweight champion, will not be a part of this tournament. This was excluding those champions. Zack's going to have, basically, he's going to have time off from touring in Japan, but he's going to have a title match with Caristico at a Strong taping. Probably, maybe not the next one, but the one after that. Just kind of wanting to pace him out, because he just had one against Josh Alexander 2 weeks ago, so don't want to do it too much, but at the same time, that has been pretty poppin' belt. As we don't really have any tour goals or anything like that, because obviously the tour goal is, the focus is on the New Japan Cup. So there's really nothing to like build as far as that goes. It's just running the tournament, which the tournament looks a little bit like this. As that is the bracket. We'll also have one here in the bottom right corner, which you can't really see right now because we have the one in the middle, but we'll be having that in the bottom right corner as we book along here. So it's going to be split up, as far as the first round match is going to be split up in 4 different nights. It's basically the same tournament format that we did when we started this series. So there's going to be 7, I think, shows in general, and then the 8th one will be the final one. So we have Heiharu Tamura and Evil starting off the tournament. Assuming that will be the opener, just to seeing how the rest of the matches are. But yeah, Heiharu Tamura making his debut in the New Japan Cup. That's a lot of fun. He's taking on Evil. Maybe he'll shock the world. We'll never know. As Joe Doring versus David Boy Smith Jr. is also on that show. A little Gaijin action. Sonata, Miro, and Tai Chi and Shingo Takagi. So a little Suzuki-gun, LIJ matches there. As for the second night, Togi Makabe and Eddie Kingston, who's making his New Japan Cup debut. As well as, we're going to have Brody Lee and Yujiro Takahashi as well. Brody Lee making his New Japan Cup debut. That's a lot of fun. Calvin Tankman and Carl Fredericks, as Calvin Tankman making his New Japan Cup debut, taking on Carl Fredericks. So we might have, as far as, let's say Calvin Tankman beats Carl Fredericks here, and he beats whoever wins in the final match of Satoshi Kojima and Hiroshi Tanahashi, we might have we might have Dark Order versus Dark Order, rather, as, but potentially, there's a lot of fun second round matches on that side of the tournament that I'm pretty intrigued to see how they play out. As for the other side here, the 4 matches on day 3 will be Toa Henare and Toru Yano, Juice Robinson versus Will Hobbs, LA Park versus Hikuleu. Oh boy, everyone's going to be showing up for that match. And then Yoshihashi and Tetsuya Naito. It's the most star-studded block of matches? No, but there should be some interesting, like Juice and Hobbs should be pretty good. Naito will carry Yoshihashi for sure. And then, depending on, if Hikuleu could beat the legend LA Park, he'll have a match against Naito. Or, we're going to have a pretty, if we were going to get, like, Prime Park in the air, that's a pretty intriguing match of LA Park and Tetsuya Naito. Just as far as, got some charismatic individuals going at it. Then for the final first round matches, Kenta versus Leona Fujinami, Shotaro Ashino and Josh Alexander, which those 2 are making, or those 3 rather, are making their New Japan Cup debuts for Leona Fujinami, Shotaro Ashino, and Josh Alexander. Jeff Cobb versus Hiroki Goto, then Jay White and Tomohiro Ishii. Jay White, he's had quite the first round matches. First it was Kazuchika Okada last year, and now it's Ishii this year. That man just has terrible luck as far as these New Japan Cups go, but it is at the bottom right corner, and he's got a good bit of days to at least prep for it. As for this first night, though, there's some pretty big matches. Sonata, Suzuki, and Tai Chi Shingo can be interesting. But yeah, as far as the first 4 nights we'll have 4 New Japan Cup matches, and then we'll probably do either 2 or 4 undercard matches. Not really sure at this point. Just kind of up in the air. I haven't really put a whole lot of thought into the undercard, which might be a bad thing, but I just think, right now, we're focused on, obviously, the Cup. Obviously, the winner takes on Kota Ibushi at Sakura Genesis, so you get a title match if you become the New Japan Cup winner. There's a lot of big names in this, and, you have a lot of intriguing matches as far as maybe Brody Lee and Tanahashi, maybe Brody Lee and Calvin Tankman, maybe even Brody Lee and Satoshi Kojima. They're going to beat the shit out of each other. Say that, we might have the Cal Pitbulls in the second round, too. Let's say Goto beats Cobb, Ishii beats Jay White. That's a fun second round matchup. Also, Kenta and Shotaro Ashino, or Kenta and Josh Alexander. There's a lot of intriguing matches, I think, as far as this tournament goes. We'll now throw it in the bottom right corner, as we'll run the first show, which I'm not really sure exactly where I want to run it at. I think I have it as a lesser show, so it could be on like New Japan World and TVSI and Cablevision, which Cablevision is also using AEW now, which is interesting in the mod. So yeah, we'll save that. Probably shouldn't have done Cablevision, but that's okay. I'm sure it's fine. As far as, we got backstage incident too. Kojima passes on mic from work to his protege Hayato Tamura. So I'm assuming we'll have, around 8,000. Not sure exactly how many people we could have. Because we could run Ryogoku. It wouldn't be a sellout. Just a thought there. Trying to think where we haven't ran in a while. I think we're pretty caught up, yeah. Pretty much. Except for Kita Prefectural Gymnasium. We can run 6,000, have a sellout there. Not a terrible idea. Yeah. Let's do it. Alright, so we'll have Evil Hayato Tamura the first of the 4. Evil will be getting the win in 14 minutes. No surprise there, but wanted to give Hayato Tamura a New Japan Cup match. Then David Boy Smith Jr. and Joe Doring, we're going to set this to steal the show, as Joe Doring's going to get the win. Then we're going to have Tai Chi Shingo as the co-main, which Shingo will be winning, advancing in the second round, beating Tai Chi. That's going to go 20. And there's going to be some clusterfuck in this last match here, as Tai Chi's going to come out and attack Sonata, which will lead out to Shingo, but because of all this bullshit's going on, it's going all over the place. They're brawling on the outside, they're going in and out of the ring. Suzuki catches Sonata with a gotch-style pile driver after Tai Chi throws him the mic stand. And he hits him with him and he knocks him out with it. Gotch-style pile driver, and Suzuki's going to advance to the second round. Tough loss for Sonata. But, he'll take on Shingo in the second round, so maybe LIJ can get some revenge there. So we'll just swap that. And perfect. As far as this undercard, we should be pretty good on time. If not, we can add maybe an extra match or two. So I'm thinking tag match. Let's see. Here will be... So just as far as we could do Brody and Tankman against Kingston and Carl Fredericks. Just an idea. Thinking, I think a 14. We'll have Brody beat... Actually, I have Carl... Nah. Let's just have Brody beat Carl Fredericks. That's... Maybe not. Because, even then... yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's probably the best option we have, to be honest. How are we doing on analysis? We just need a technical masterclass match, which could be the opener. Perfect. We're going to have 10 Koji. See who they could face. Also, added, instead of just using Shinsuke Ora and Samurai Del Sol, it's kind of like having to drag them over every time. Finally, was just thinking, I was just like, well, Senta is gold in Spanish, and then it was like, well, Samurai del Sol is obviously samurai, so I was like, maybe we call them the Golden Samurais, but even then, it's like, yeah, that doesn't really work. We could just use the dragons and call them Golden Dragons. I don't love it, but it just, I couldn't figure out anything that really worked that made me really excited for it. Wanted to use something like that, so it's fine though. I think it's not a terrible name or anything. But I've had better ones too at the same time. Yeah, we'll use Coughlin Connors. So we've never even done this before. Yeah, 16. And yeah, Tenzan can get a win. Because I don't think I booked him on the New Japan Strong taping we just did. We did not. Perfect. Alright. First day. Just want to make sure we're good to go on that. Yeah, we're good. A lot of people kind of use too much, but that's alright. We'll make it work. I could bump this down a little bit, I'm sure. Bump it down to 13, and it's no big deal. That probably helped out that match a little bit, yeah. So still, Heiharu Tamura still slightly used. So is David Boy Smith Jr. So we can just make that 13, and we'll make that 13. No big deal. No big deal. All right. And we'll run the show. So we'll get rid of this for the time being, so you guys can see now. As the opener gets a 50, as Tenkoji beats Coughlin Connors. Tenzan pins Coughlin with the flying headbutt. They outperformed Tenzan, which I'm not surprised. Kojima, best guy in the match, though. Hell yeah. We probably should have done Kojima Tenzan against either Hayato Yoshida and Tanashi or something along those lines. But that's okay. No big deal. It's a 66 for Brody Lee and Calvin Tankman against Eddie Kingston and Carl Fredericks. Wow. Pretty good match here. I mean, I figured it would be, all right as far as performance ratings wise, but I didn't think the worst guy would be a 54. I thought for sure Fredericks would be a little lower. He's someone that I want to book better, and he's been someone I've been wanting to book better since the start of the save. Just can't really figure out what to do with him. Now, he's in a tough spot, and the fact that he's out of the Young Lion spot, but he's not a part of any stable or anything. I should probably give him something to do, but right now it's just kind of like a line mark that that's usually booked on strong tapings. And that, it's fine, but he definitely deserves, like, actual New Japan bookings. The 58th for the New Japan Cup match is Evil with Everything is Evil over Hayato Tamura in 13-11. 57 to 50. Way to go, Hayato Tamura. Way to almost outperform Evil. Good stuff. It's 62 for David Boy Smith Jr. and Joe Doring, as Joe Doring takes the win with the Revolution Bomb in 13-18, advancing to the second round. So he'll be taking on Evil. And in the co-main, a 71. Holy shit, Shingo, as he hits the Pumping Bomber in 1954, beating Tai Chi. He almost doubled him in points, which is pretty great. Way to go, Shingo. As the main event is a 73, too. Wow. Yeah, the interferences and whatnot. As Suzuki, like I said, Tai Chi slides in the mic stand, hits Sonata with the mic stand, gotch-style pile driver, pins him 1, 2, 3, and advances to the second round. Is Minoru Suzuki. Tough loss for Sonata, but, it's, I think everyone can kind of see where we're going with this. With Shingo beating Tai Chi, but then Suzuki beats Sonata, and now we're going to have Suzuki and Shingo, rather, in the second round. And they are the current heavyweight tag team champions right now. So it's looking like there's going to be a tag team title match at New Japan, at the New Japan Cup Finals. Pretty good first show. All right, I was a little nervous, putting it on Cablevision and doing all that, but actually did really well. Thanks to Sonata and Shingo. Probably increased, we would gain a lot more pop. Had we have a better drawing power for New Japan World. That's alright, that's a pretty good show. Alright. Good start. Good start to the tournament. As now for day 2, as I will bring up, oh no, There we go. Finally figured it out. As yeah, for day 2 now, as obviously we're gonna have Makabe and Kingston, Brody and Yujiro, Calvin Takeman and Carl Fredericks, and Satoshi Kojima and Hiroshi Tanashi, a former Wrestle Kingdom main event, a first round matchup in the New Japan Cup, as that is what awaits for day 2. As AAA had a Drew Libre War Fight. So yeah, we're right here, so perfect. We can just keep it going. Oh yeah, Narita's back. Perfect. Yeah, and then 70. But yeah, Ren Narita being back. I don't think we'll have a big enough spot for him as far as being the return guy to take on Shibata in his return match, but we'll figure something out for Ren Narita, I'm sure. So I'm assuming his not his popularity, just his match quality is going to be shit because yeah, he's had 8 matches in total. Hate it, absolutely hate it. They'll never figure it out as far as how to book excursion people in this game. They'll never figure it out. All right, so let's go on to day 2 as we can throw this back into the corner. So we have another backstage incident. I think we'll be good enough to have another Cablevision, New Japan World, and TV Asahi. Backstage incident. So ghetto. They entertain the locker room by organizing a poker tournament. Kojima again passing on microphone work to Hayato Tamura. Ishii's passing on tips of psychology to Tomoya Harada. Perfect. Alright, so we just ran Doku. We could probably, as far as where to run next, which I think would be a good idea. Because, like, Shogoku is somewhere we don't really run a whole lot because it's our lowest in pop. Let's see, 3,000. We'll save that for day 3 of the New Japan Cup. It's funny, I was just talking about the PayPal Dome. Or is that, I don't know why it says PayPal, because I'm pretty sure it's the PayPal Dome. Nonetheless, though, pretty cool that they're running that after I just added that into the database. I was like, they'll probably run that eventually. Didn't think it'd be this fucking soon. Pretty sure that it's that. Maybe it's, because there is like a PayPal place, but could have swore it's this. Oh well. As, trying to think would be a good... Yeah, probably just Chubu. Yeah, there we go. That works for me. I'll be about to sell out. So the opener will probably be, or at least the first of the 4. I'm assuming we're going to go with Makabe Kingston. Actually, probably Tankman and Fredericks. Tankman's going to get the win in 16 minutes there. Makabe and Kingston will be next. As Makabe will lose to Kingston. That's a nice win for Eddie Kingston. I kept Makabe strong and he's still pissed. Alright. That's a huge win, though, for Eddie Kingston. He hasn't really gotten that big win yet in New Japan. Until now. The co-main. Brody Lee versus Yujiro Takahashi. And a callback to Chikara Spot, where Brody and Pinky Sanchez had a match. As Bryce was like doing like the introductions of like, not really the introductions, but like doing the tap downs before the match, see if anyone's hiding anything. Brody ran over and big booted the shit out of him right when the bell rang, and like timed it up perfectly and pinned him right then and there in like 3 seconds. And I always loved that finish, and it looked awesome. So we're gonna do it here. He's gonna beat Yujiro just like that, as referee, Red Shoes is gonna be checking him, see if he's got anything on him. And, right, he just storms at him and big boots Yujiro into next week. That's basically the idea there. That's the co-main. The main event, Satoshi Kojima versus Hiroshi Tanashi. We're going to have that go 20, with Tanashi getting the win over Kojima, of course. But that's a fun main event, just having a former Wrestle Kingdom main event on this card. It's pretty fun. We're going to switch that and that. This probably could be the opener. But I just feel like Makabe's status kind of elevates this match a little bit. I would love to give that match more time, but Makabe can't really work it that long, so I'm just kind of curious to see what else is up. Carl Fredericks is the only one being used too much. We could bump that down. I'm We'll keep it at 16. It's fine. So as far as what to add, we could do Juice and Onare against Hobbs and maybe somebody else from Dark Order, but I'm not really sure. I guess we could use Evil, but even then, don't really like that. We could do a tag match of Naito with Bushi. Bushi still, man, we still let him. I mean, he's been such a pain in the ass to deal with because I don't want to give him money, so I'm just trying to let him just take time off to try to get him, but it doesn't work, and it just ends up him losing opportunities. Because it should be him and Naito against Yoshihashi and a junior of Chaos, but we can't do that. I guess we could do Tomato Juice against Disciples of Darkness. No, we can't do Disciples of Darkness. We could do Hobbs and John Silver. We could do that, though. Or Black Taurus, either way. I'm going to go with John Silver, though. I'm assuming we've never done this as far as a tag. Yeah, we've done the 8-man of this at Strong, but we have not done this tag match before. We'll give it 12, and might have John Silver beat Kaiju Tomato. John Silver does pretty well. I'm curious if he outperforms him. I don't think he will, but you never know. And then for the opener, I'm trying to think what would be a good opener. So we could do. I'm trying to think. Maybe we could do a 6-man of Goto, Yoshihashi, and and just an Ishii, and have them take on a 6-man team of something. But I don't really like it. Yeah. You know what we could do? We do a tag match of Hanare with Cobb. So Super Island Destroyers against Toru Yano and I'm hitting the Y key. I was like, what the hell's going on? Toru Yano and Roki Goto, since they're having first round matches. That makes sense. We could have this be the technical masterclass, I guess. Yeah, because I'm about to say Hanare. Assuming Yano, not somewhat. Goto probably not so much. Yeah, he's probably the worst guy in this match as far as technical skills. It's kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, we'll have. I'm trying to think what would be a good finish here. Yeah, let's have Cobb beat Yano. I think that's fair. All right. Oh wow, so we still need time. I was assuming that was going to be a problem with this card because of who's involved. See if we can make it. We can try 15. I always hate doing it because I'm not sure, if they don't call it early, match goes over. But that's all right. We're still pretty good as far as time goes. Just Hanare and then Fredericks, and now Kaiju Tomato and John Silver. But it's fine. We need we need to do something as far as that goes. As someone's got to be overbooked. Because I could give that match more time to main event, but I don't want to. Because Tanashi and Kojima, God bless them, they shouldn't go over 25 minutes. We'll see what happens here on the opener. The 58. Cobb pins Yano with the Tour of the Islands. Yeah, Nari, best guy in the match. Yano was the second best guy, though. Give him that. Interesting there. The 68 for the second match. Wow. Yeah, John Silver and Kaiju Tomato did the same. Juice with the 75. And Will Hobbs with the 58 as John Silver the Inzaguri. Busting that out for Tony Onoki. And Tankman and Carl Fredericks this time around not so good as ratings for Carl Fredericks as he takes the Tankman driver in 15:57. Good performance though for Calvin Tankman. Good win. Going to the second round. Makabe and Kingston don't click. That sucks. Kingston wins with a backdrop driver though in 10:20. Makabe outperformed him too. Yeah, that's tough. The 56 though for Brody and Yujiro. Yeah, that's not what happens. As you know the finish. I went over it already. in the main event rather. That's a co-main, but the main event and the right choice for the main event. Tanashi over Kojima, the Dragon Suplex hold 1949. Color commentary gave that match a boost as well, which is awesome. Got the crowd hotter too for this main event. Oh, we didn't lose any pop. Really got saved, by obviously had the co-main been given some time, it would have been a little bit better. Obviously, it's going to be capped at a certain rating because it's a minute match, but even then, it'd be like 5 seconds if that really would be. But yeah, I loved it. Tanashi and Kojima main event, and that's a fun card. While the John Silver and Will Hobbs against Tamada Juice was the second best thing on that card, but we'll take it. We'll take it. That shows you how much a year has done for this company as far as building wise. Yeah, I think we have set up as far as each day is kind of back to back to back to back. So I won't be really stopping the recording anytime soon. I don't think so. I could be wrong though. But yeah, we'll just kind of keep it rolling. Nice shot at the Tokyo Dome. If Cork and Hall's kind of down this way, as far as I was hoping you'd be able to see it. No, I think it might be this way now I'm looking at it. It's one of these directions. It's not over here, obviously. This is where the little amusement center. I guess it's the amusement park, but I call it the amusement center for some odd reason. As WWE has done a refresh of brands. Interesting. We'll see who's this pay raise for Daniel Garcia. Perfect. I'll give it to him all the way. So we've been trying to get Shotaro Ashino as far as for a written deal exclusively, because I'm tired of sharing them. Oh, it's going to be a lot. It's going to have to be around 80,000 per month now. We'll bump it up to 15,000 as well as far as signing bonus. 5-year deal too. Yeah, that should do it. I took off house shows, which is kind of dumb because we don't run house shows since we're a touring company. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. As far as I'm surprised. Yeah, the pay-per-view, of course, is going to have no one's going to buy that. I don't even know why I'm having that be on Cablevision, because no one's going to buy it. Makes no sense. The Black Horse now a regular wrestler. Yep. Yeah, people keep on. I knew that Makabe finish was going to make him pissed. Yeah, 10,000 usually doesn't do it anymore. Found that 30,000 has done the trick to at least get him down to annoyed. Boy, oh boy. Let's just make it 40. Irritated, at least. Oh my. So I don't really care about Bad Luck Fale's because, well, he's got the Loser Leaves New Japan match coming up. Which, and that should be fun as well. On to the third day, though. Which the day, of course, is going to have Toranari Toriano, Juice Robinson, Will Hobbs, LA Park and Hikuleo, and Yoshihashi and Naito. That will probably be the main. As we'll bring it back over here now. Yeah, we're just going to skip Cablevision. Let's fucking... It's not going to hurt anybody. Might as well. Hopefully we're getting money out of that. And we're not costing us money to run that. As far as... we just ran Chubu. Let's see. We'll have a close to 8,000 there. Sure. We need more venues there, for sure. Alright, so... We'll just go from the top down. So we'll know Yoshihashi and Naito's going to be the main. That's going to go 20. Naito's going to beat Yoshihashi. Going to be a carry job for sure. Juice and Hobbs going to be the co-main. Juice is going to beat him in 17. Then Hanare and Yano. Hanare's going to win. He's going to beat Toru Yano, as Toru Yano is going to go about 11 minutes, which is a little longer than most Yano matches go, but that's okay. And then LA Park and Hikuleo. LA Park's going to get the win over Hikuleo. No surprise there. So that's our New Japan Cup matches for this night. As far as what we can do to build up a little bit, as far as, I think as far as what we could do tag match wise, because we can also think about what's going on in the second round too. Since we're doing, well, now I was thinking about maybe Suzuki Gun LIJ 6-man, but we can't because Hiromu's not here and Bushi's not here either. So can't do that. I'm trying to think what would be a good undercard match. Because, we could do something with Leona Fujinami, but I just don't really see it. Maybe do a Shino. Yeah, we sent Pac home early too because he's the champ. Wanted to give him some rest as well. So we could do Satoshi Shino, Ray Phoenix, Josh Alexander, Daniel Garcia. Just an idea. This could be like the technical masterclass, because really everybody in this match is really technically sound. Phoenix will be beating Daniel Garcia. I'm sure that's a surprise to no one. Technical masterclass. Yep. Here we go. So we just need something to go above it. I kind of wanted to see a 6-man, though. I'm not exactly sure what 6-man it will be, though. Because we could do something as far as maybe Liberty United. Nah, I just don't think that's going to work either. We could do... Let's have Kenta, Jay White, Tai Chi Shimoire. And then against the Cockpit Bulls. And the Junior. We could use Rock. We could use Robbie. I think we're going to use Rocky. And we're going to have Goto. We're going to have it go 17. We're going to have Goto beat Tai Chi Shimoire. Sorry, Ishimori. Gonna have to take the fall, though, since Goto just kind of lost as far as the tag match we just saw on the previous night. Just to get him a nice win back. But yeah, there we go. As a Chaos Bullet Club 6-man, we have some Liberty United Chaos matches. We also have Liberty United and Dark Order. We also have Bullet Club, or not Bullet Club, Chaos versus LIJ as well. So we got a lot going on, and Task Force Death and Team Filthy. A lot of different stable versus stable matches. So yeah, we should be good to go as far as just Garcia and Josh Alexander. Perfect. See how the opener does. Yeah, 78. And what I know is Shino and Ray Phoenix have excellent chemistry. I forgot to take this off. So it's a 78. That's probably gonna be the best thing on the card. But yeah, having a Shino and Phoenix having excellent chemistry, that's pretty great. Pretty great. Talk about a clash of styles, too. That'd be an interesting tag team. 72, wow. As Ishii and Kenta, best guys of the match. Rocky and Goto, 57s and 59s, as Goto pins Ishimori with the GTR. Yeah, I mean, I could see where that was the wrong decision. Kenta was off his game, too, and he got a 75. That's crazy. But got the crowd hotter for the actual cup matches, too. Goto did some good work ringside. Not bad undercard. I mean, probably going to be better than most of these fucking New Japan Cup matches. Yep. Holy shit. Didn't think it was going to be that bad. I mean, Park's so bad. So bad. I mean, he was bad, but I didn't think he was 28 in-ring performance bad. Jesus Christ. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. 63, though, for Yano and Inare. I was torn between that. I was like, well, Yano could probably get a win here. No one would really care, but I'm trying to build up Inare. So that's a win for him. So he kind of, he does a spinning spinebuster onto the turnbuckle pad. It's kind of the finish there. He ducks it. And, just Yano, it goes flying and ends up being landed on. And he hits him again this time off the fucking turnbuckle pad. So he hits him with it twice. Kind of the deal there. Lack of psychology. Interesting, as Juice Robinson gets the one with the Pulp Friction. 1641, 73 for Juice, 57 for Hobbs. For our co-main, as our main event, 68. He tried. He fucking tried, but he just Can't be done, as Naito wins with a Destino in 1943 with a 68 rating. The undercard definitely did better than most of our matches on the New Japan Cup. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that Satoshi Shimoire, Ray Phoenix, Josh Alexander Garcia tag match, it's one of the best matches we've done, to be fair. That's crazy. What a undercard. When you tune into the New Japan Cup show for the undercard, it's kind of the thought process there, because that 6-man, too, is pretty nice. Obviously, because it got a 72, but even on paper, that LA Park Hikuleu match, oh boy, that was not it. So now for the final night of the first round matches. Kenta, Leona Fujinami, Shitoru Ashino, Josh Alexander, Jeff Cobb, and Hiroki Goto, Jay White, and Tomohiro Ishii, which will definitely be the main event of that night, too. It's kind of funny that all of the last matches, as far as, like, in the 1, 2, 3, 4s, have always been the main event. That wasn't the plan when I was making this bracket, but it's kind of funny how that worked out. And so, oh, great. Let's just hurry up and get that off the goddamn screen. Actually, okay, I thought that was somebody important. Never mind. Sorry about that, Sarah Logan fan says, we'll, give 10 down some money too. 20,000. There we go, at least he's just annoyed. Let's see how the Ashino bid's doing. Okay, so we'll have him. Perfect. He's ours. Ours forever. Let's see what else is. Anybody else is. Okay, no more morale issues. Perfect. Final first round night here. They want us in Yokohama. Don't think so. We'll just keep on. Keeping on. Haven't lost any pop yet somehow. Kendo Gobin is in fine form before the show, keeping everyone in a great mood with his hilarious road stories. Yeah, the young lion with his hilarious road stories. I love it. Man. Okada also was given time off too. Oh, that's right. He was the U.S. I completely forgot about saying Okada too. I was like, I knew I was missing somebody when I was going through that list. I was like, I think that nope, it's Okada. That's right, the U.S. champ. So that's why he's not in the tournament either. I'm sure you all figured that out. As yeah, main event: Jay White, Tomohiro Ishii. Jay White will be beating Tomohiro Ishii beginning to the second round, as they've never had a singles match before in the series. So that's fun. And it's going to go 26. That's going to hopefully go well. It was tough, really, deciding what's going to be the co-main, but I think I'm going to go with Ashino and Josh Alexander, as Satoshi is going to get the win. 23 minutes is a long time, though. I might bump that down to about 19 or 18. That's a lot of time. Then probably Kenta Fujinami, just because Kenta's going to have a great performance in that match. He's going to get the win. And then Jeff Cobb and Goto, which we said that's for Steal the Show, so that's going to go 10. Pretty, solid show. Now for the, what we can do as far as going forward, as, Hayata Tamura lost to Evil. So I don't know if we can throw maybe some of those guys that have lost on the show. Because we could do maybe Hayata Tamura. I'm going to do a 6-man of this, actually. Tenkoji with Hayata Tamura. Against the 6-man team, I guess we could do either the Old Guard or something along those lines. I guess we could even do Kingston, Homicide, and Shota Umino, rather. I've never done this before. I think we'll have this be the technical match class. I know it's not the best idea, but this should probably be the opener. We'll have Kojima beat Umino. Sorry, Shota Umino. Nothing like getting back from excursion and losing to the Old Guard, but I got nothing else really for you. So I took off the fucking pinfall finish. So I thought, oh no, decisive. Doesn't matter. Anyways, there we go. So yeah, forgot to change it. That's what it was. There we go. So now, as far as a match that can go on after that, we could do maybe LIJ and Suzuki Gun, but I think we'll just do a tag. Maybe a junior tag. Just a thought. Trying to think what would be a good junior tag match. So we can do Yo and Show. Have Show's return. Show is now chilly. That's great. Trying to think who they could beat. Maybe we could throw Coughlin Connors back out there. Or actually, Alex Reynolds, John Silver. There we go. I like that a little bit more. We've done this before. That was during the Super Junior Tag League. Got a 51. Should do a little bit better this time around. But I'm not extremely excited about the match. But it's nice to have Show get the win here and get some momentum his way. Because Chaos desperately needs it. It's weird. Chaos, the heavyweights are getting booked well. But the juniors, not so much. The juniors are kind of getting pushed to the side. All 6 of them. Or, 5 of them, rather. So I was thinking there were 6, but no, there's only 5 of them. Yeah, there we go. We got the show lined up. We just need to figure out where I want to run it. I guess we can run Kanto. Nah, because I want to run the final show in Kanto. Yeah, we'll run the convention center. Save and run the show. As we have for the opener, 48. Definitely not going to be as good as the undercard that we just had. As Kojima hits the reverse pile driver on Shota Umino for the win. Yeah, he got Demar, best guy in the match. Love to see that. Kojima with a 50. Homicide with a 42. 39s for Tenzan and Kingston. And then 26 for Shota Umino. 58 for the junior tag match. Yep, best guy was John Silver, but the worst guy was Alex Reynolds, so I felt like that was the right decision to get the win for Pungy 3K. As Show pins Reynolds with the shock arrow. 11:55. 63 for Cobb and Goto. Cobb outperformed him, but, it's a nice win for Jeff Cobb, though. Tore the Islands, too. Pretty awesome hitting that on Goto. 74 for Kenten Fujinami, as Kenta with a Saigo knee, not even with the GTS. That makes sense. Fujinami's not ready for all that. The 76 for Shino and Josh Alexander, as Shitoru Shino with the ankle lock in 1841. Main event to 74, pretty close, but Ishii was the better guy. Jay White gets the win, as Jay White with the Blade Runner in 25:47, making it to the second round. First time he's made it to the second round here, and he beats the winner of the last year's New Japan Cup in Tomohiro Ishii. So that's a big-time win for Jay White in itself. He couldn't beat Kazuchika Okada in the New Japan Cup, but he's going to beat Tomohiro Ishii there. Pretty much every show was right around the 70 mark so far in this first round. We'll see what happens in the second, but I think it should be a pretty good show, or a pretty good set of shows. There's only going to be 2 of them in the second round, as the second round bracket looking like this, as we're going to have Evil Joe Doring, Minoru Suzuki, Shingo Takagi, Eddie Kingston, Brody Lee, which that's a lot of fun, and Calvin Tankman and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which that would be a pretty awesome match to see. I'm not going to lie. Having Tanahashi and somebody that big in Calvin Tankman, that'd be a pretty fun match. That's on that side of the bracket. On the right side here, Hanari's going to take on Juice, which Liberty United versus Liberty United guy. LA Park versus Tetsuya Naito. I'm sure everyone knows how that one's going to go. Kenta versus Shotaro Shino. And then Jeff Cobb and Jay White to round it out. Some very, very good second round matchup, especially, a Shino and Kenta. That is going to be, that could be the main for sure. I think that will be the main. Just by looking at all these ratings here, or all the matchups, I'm assuming that would be the main. Not sure what's going to be the co-main, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Yes, man, what a show. As Konosuke Takashida's now the KOD Openweight Champion again. That's exciting. So hopefully Ashino's contract is still the only one that's seriously being considered. Dragon Gate threw out a lot of money. Noah dropped out, so did Russell One, right when I sent out the exclusive deal. we'll see. We'll see what happens. As I believe, yeah, now we're actually going to get a day break. So we're going to be back for the second round here of the New Japan Cup. Alright, so on to the second round of the New Japan Cup, which will look like this as far as where we're at. Just to remind everyone, I could probably shrink that maybe a little bit. I do realize that is kind of big. So yeah, let's shrink it down a little bit. There we go. As for, obviously, we'll go through this again. I about only just ran it in Cablevision. That would have been quite a mistake. Whew, that could have been bad. So again, it's, passing on microphone work to Heiharu Tamura and passing microphone work to Harada for Tomarishi. Perfect. So yeah, just to kind of remind everyone, this is what Day 5 looked like last year. Okada and Yuji Nagata, Ishii and Cobb, Yano and Cabana, Juice and Tongaloa. And then we had L.I.J. Suzuki. Oh, so we actually did used to run 8 matches on the card. New Japan Cup. That makes sense. I am a bit slacking. But we've made it this far with only running 6 matches. Let's keep it going. So the main event as far as... what was weird, I was actually going to have only second round matches for this second night. Or for this Day 5, it was only going to be all second round matches. But I think I split up to 5 and 6. Which might be a mistake. I'm not sure. I think this is probably for the best, though. For the main event, it's a tough one to call. But I think I'm going to go with Brody and Kingston. I'm not sure. I don't know, though. It's tough. I think we're going to go with Shingo and Suzuki, though. I think that's what we're going to go with. Shingo's going to beat Suzuki, though, and he's going to advance into the quarterfinals. Then we'll probably do Brody. Brody and Kingston's a match I really want to see. But part of me is just like, it's a match I want to see, but is it a match that's going to do well in the series, though, is the question. Because, Tanashi and Tankman might do better than that, which is awesome to see, but I don't know. I don't know, Joe Doring and Evil 2. Crazy, a lot of Dark Order in this potential for the quarterfinals. I think I'm going to go with Brody and Kingston now. I'm going to go with my gut. Maybe not, though, because we're going to have Brody steal the show with Kingston. That's going to go 14. Brody's going to get the win. He's advancing to the quarterfinals as well. As, just for, Joe Doring and Evil. Joe Doring's going to beat Evil. It's going to go 22 minutes. Don't know about all that, but Joe's going to get the win, so it's going to be Joe and Shingo in the quarterfinals. That's a pretty fun match. And Tanahashi and Calvin Tankman. Are we going to have Dark Order versus Dark Order? No. Tanahashi's going to beat Calvin Tankman. Fun match, though. Very fun match. Yeah, I think we're going to have Joe and Evil be the co-main. I think it's for the best. I think it is. But that's a fun card, though. I love everything about this. As far as the rest of the card. Tag match. As always. Let's see here. What we could do. United Empire, they don't have a whole lot going on as far as for this, for the New Japan Cup, because obviously it's, Zack's on Strong, defending his Strong Openweight title. So maybe something with them, maybe a 6-man involving them, just an idea. We could do Jarvis with either Makabe and Gresham, or even Jarvis with, we could just do Jarvis with United Rage, too, even though Katsuya Kitamura's got the injury. Maybe just do Jarvis, Great Okan, and Makabe, just because we know Makabe's going to deliver in that match. As far as who they're going to face is the better question here. Part of me is like, well, we could do something with, as far as maybe something with Liberty United, something with Team Filthy, too. That's not a bad idea. Do Josh Alexander, Tom Lawler, and Daniel Garcia. That seems like a pretty fun match. We'll have to go 16. We're going to have Josh beat Jarvis. I think that's going to be the finish. Tough one to call. But I feel like that's for the best there. And then for the second match, now we can do a regular 2v2. Just kind of curious what we could do as far as maybe another junior tag, this time with Doki and Despy. Or Despy and Kanemaru. That'd probably be for the best. We could do... I think would be a good idea. So we could do Horace with Flamita. We could do Horace and Ryu Lee. We could do... I think that's what I'm going to do, though. I think we're going to do Horace and Lee. So I haven't done this before. Makes sense. 12 minutes. Ryu Lee's going to beat Despy. Sorry about that, Despy. There we go. Alright. I'm sure the show is... Yeah. Oh, Kingston's feeling fatigued. Interesting. He is working a lot of places. He's, I think... Yeah, he's been getting signed by Progress. He is the Evolved Champion, I want to say. He's been working Power, too. He's been working a lot of places. That's crazy. Him and Hollow Wicked had a 70. That's funny they're doing that in 2021 now. Hell yeah. At least the good people of Chikara, the non-pedos and the non-pieces of shit, are getting some work in this mod. That's just wild. Yeah, he has been working a lot. He had the tag match, and then he had the match with Makabe. And he just had the 6-man, too. He has been working a lot. Poor guy. Poor guy. Hopefully, he does not die. We might bump down just a little bit. Just give it 12 minutes. That help him out a little bit? Nah, it probably didn't. Alright, let's run the show. I forgot to change the venue. That's alright. And we're in Yokohama. Great. That's what I get. As for the 6-man, the opener, it's a 42. Just, someone wasn't over it enough. I'm assuming it's Okan and Jarvis. But really, this is not a bad match at all on paper. Everybody did really well, for the most part, for their ability as far as pop goes and whatnot. But Josh gets the win with the TKO over Jarvis in 16:20. Makabe was got in the match, followed by Josh, Alexander, then Filthy Tom, then Garcia, then Jarvis, then Great Okan, of course, rounding up the group with a 37. So 62, I'm shocked, as Ryu Lee and Ray Horace beat Yoshinebe Kanemaru and El Desperado in 11:38. A 70 for Tanashi and Tankman. Tanashi was off his game and he still outperformed him. Gets away the Texas Cloverleaf. I don't know about all that. I think you're busting out the high fly flow for this one. Tankman's awesome. 66 for Brody and Kingston, yeah. Good thing we didn't have that be the co-main. So yeah, Joe Doring and Evil. And they have good chemistry. There we go. As Joe Doring with the Revolution Bomb in 22-23. The only one guy coming out of the second, or going out of the second round for Dark Order and Brody Lee. So see what happens in the main. The 72, as Suzuki takes the fall to the Made in Japan in 23-49 as Shingo going to take on Joe Doring in the next round. That's a fun match. I'm assuming, I don't know why, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that happened in the Champion Carnival. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to 100% say it did. So off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that happened. But yeah, great shows, or great matches on this show. And also, I think we have had some pretty good shows without this New Japan Cup. Obviously, much better than we did last year. But that's, comes with the territory of having a year of booking. But, yeah, the opener, if their pop was just a little bit better, that would have probably been around low 60s, high 50s. Oh, no, good stuff. I can't complain. Can't complain. As far as the, I want to make sure, yeah, as, by now, the second half of the second round, Hanare and Juice, LA Park and Naito, Kenta Shitora Shina, which that's definitely going to be the main, and Cobb and Jay White, which should be a fun match. Can Jeff Cobb pull off the upset and go into the third round, or will Jay White beat Jeff Cobb and will Kenta beat Ashino, and we're going to have Jay White and Kenta? That's fun. Also, Juice and Naito seems to be on the horizon, or Hanare and Naito is on the horizon as far as for the third round as well. As WWE is going to do Cena Nakamura. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yep. Still a point 0.01 buy rating, 0 buys. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright. As I think Ashino's finally ours. Still haven't. God, we're still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah, we got to book strong now, and then we'll be back for day 6. Alright, so we'll, as always, go through all this. No backstage incidents, at least. As for the matches, well, as actually, before we get to the matches, I do want to change the venue, because I always sometimes forget to do this. So let's, yeah, I guess we can run Osaka. Yeah, there we go. Close to a sellout. As for the main event, Kenta, Satoshi Shino. Satoshi Shino will be winning. And that's going to go 28 minutes. And the co-main is a tough one to call. Kind of want to do Juice and Honore. I think that's probably a good idea. If I go on 18, Juice gets the win. And Cobb and White. JY's going to beat Jeff Cobb in 20. And LA Park and Tetsuya Naito. Which, no business going that long. But we'll keep it there anyways. Fuck it. So that is our 4. We just need to steal the show match of Technical Masterclass, of course. As, let's see what we could do as far as tags go. Oh, we could do something like Kaji Tomato with Hammerstone against the team. I could do Strong Style Riders, actually. That's gonna be fun. Homicide and Kingston. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Just so we can get a win. Actually, Kingston should probably not work anything. He is pretty fatigued. Yeah, he's got low levels right now. Guess we could do Homicide and Shota Umino. Guess we can do that. That's kind of Homicide's return to actual New Japan. Because he was on the Strong taping. Not the most recent one, but the one 2 weeks ago. As he's going to get the win, too. He's going to beat Hammerstone. Don't know how I feel about it, but just figured it best not to overthink it and just go with what my gut thinks there. Good luck stealing the show, because it's not happening. But for the Technical Masterclass, I'm thinking... It's kind of funny. I just used, like, Rin Narita, Narita, Tsuji, and Kento Kobin on Strong when I should be using Coughlin Connors on Strong, but I've kind of got it backwards. I've been booking Coughlin Connors more on the tour. And it's just kind of funny. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it as a Coughlin Connors versus. Trying to think what would be a good idea. I could do Great Bash Heels. I've never done this before. That's interesting. And we'll have Makabe get a win back. There we go. Alright. That's the show. Let's run it. 47. Not bad. Could have been worse. Makabe best guy in the match. Coughlin right behind him, though. It's Makabe with the Lariat in 1628. And Hanma, not even close to being in the 30s. Well, not even close to being in the 40s, rather. He's got a 29. A 34 for this one. Yep. We had 3 guys that are off their game. Shota Umino with a 26. Kaiji Tomato was the best guy in the match. That was shit. Let's just keep it going. Somehow. Naito carries LA Park to a 71 as he gets the win to Destino in 1845. A 74 for Cobb and White, which they have great chemistry. JY gets the win with the Blade Runner in 1957. That's a really good match, though. Really good. 70 for Juice and Hanare. Should have fucking done White and Cobb as the co-main. Because someone, I think it's Juice, because that's twice on that's happened where psychology's played into a factor. As it could have really used to somebody with some knowledge out there. But an 81 main event. This was a rematch from the G1, if I remember correctly. Kenta beat him that time, but Satoshi Shino beats him here, and that's a huge win. Huge win. As yeah, that is the second round in the books. As let me just pull this up. So this is what we're looking like going into what will be the quarterfinals. Actually, the semifinals. No, it is the quarterfinals. As Joe Doring's going to take on Shingo. Brody Lee's going to take on Tanashi, which I would have loved to see that match. That would have been such a fun match, because Tanashi works great with big guys, and having a big guy like Brody that can move like that would have been insane. Juice and Naito, and also Satoshi Shino and Jay White. A lot of fun matches there. Those 4 matches are going to be pretty awesome, I think. As the winner, of course, will go on to the semifinals. As we got a lot of different options there. Brody Shingo, Brody Joe Doring, Tanashi Shingo, Tanashi Joe Doring, Juice and Ashino, Juice and White, which that'd be really cool to see. Naito and Jay White, Naito and Ashino. A lot of different options. Oh, cool, they got it in Ryogoku. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to run this show at, though. As, again, tried and true, always doing this to start it off. It's Kanemaru in a backstage incident, as he was in fine form, giving everyone a great mood with his latest road stories. Hell yeah. What did Tanashi do? Did the same thing. Or just some good brothers going at it. As Dominic Garrini was brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of making a mess backstage and not cleaning it up. Yeah, that sounds like something Dominic Garrini would do. The judge, Jushin Thunder found him guilty and sentenced to clean up and then buy drinks for everyone after the show. Man, he's getting paid like $250 a shot. Like, I don't think he should be having to pay for everybody's drinks. That's a bit too far now. So, I think what we'll do, I'm trying to think what would be the best kind of match out of all this. It's a tough call, but as you see there, we're going to have not only are we going to have the second, or the quarterfinals, but we're also going to have the semi-final matches as well. See, the semifinals are going to be Brody and Shingo and Naito and Ashino. Think that will probably be the main. And we'll just go ahead and add that now, as Naito will be winning, and he'll be going on to the finals to take on the winner of Brody Lee and Shingo. Never happened before, so I thought that was pretty cool. And for Brody Lee and Shingo, is it going to be LIJ? Is it going to be Dark Order versus LIJ? It will be Dark Order versus LIJ as the big rig. Brody Lee, they've had this match before as far as the G1 match. Brody beat him last time, and Brody's going to beat him again here. And Naito and Brody, they have had a match in the past. I believe that was an 85 or an 86. It was something like that. Really good match in the G1. To have that rematch now and the finals of the New Japan Cup. Winner takes on Kota Ibushi at Sakura Genesis. I don't know what I was thinking there at Sakura Genesis. But now, as far as what will be the how the order of this will go, I think what we're going to do, because Brody and... It's kind of weird, because Naito and Juice and White and Ashino should not be where it is. Because really, that should be underneath, and Brody and Tanashi should be the last of the 4. But we can't do that. So we're going to have to do Shingo Joe. And Shingo's going to get the win. That's going to go 27, obviously. And then Brody and Tanahashi. What a match. As Brody's going to go in 23 minutes. I thought about giving that more time. Yeah, I think we can. 26. Then White and Ashino. With Ashino beating Jay White. That's going 24. And Juice and Naito. Which that is going 26. So Naito's going to get the win there. A lot of matches going about 20 minutes there. We're already over time, which is fine. We're probably just going to change the time of it anyways. So yeah, swap that with that. Swap this with this. Perfect. Let's see. So as far as time goes, I think 2:30 is a good time. Now, of course, we're doing the 6-man of loser leaves New Japan. So I was thinking of doing a tag of God against the Young Bucks. Was thinking about it. A rematch from Wrestle Kingdom. The Young Bucks beat them not once but twice, during the Tag League and during the Wrestle Kingdom show. But this time around, God get the win. So we're gonna have Tama pin Nick Jackson. Let's all out decisive it, steal the show. Outside interference is going to be cause of this. Just Bullet Club being Bullet Club. They know that Yujiro's going to come out, and Fale, and ELP, like all of them. Almost everybody's coming out to stop this because they know, if they lose tomorrow, that's it. Or not tomorrow, but for the finals, that's it for God and Fale. Also, Fale's trying to get some early shots in. Yeah, we'll have Ishimori too, just to make it an even 2v2. Yeah, interesting, scenario there, but I just feel like that's for the best. And we'll keep Nick strong. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Yeah, we still gotta give we still gotta give. Let's go 3 hours. So we'll put this before the semifinals, and then as far as the opener, which we're gonna have like 8 matches, so it's just perfect. Back to our normal strategy. 6-man as far as who to put over and who to put in it. So I think we're gonna have Taurus with Reynolds and Silver against Rocky, Francesco, and Eagles. Just to change it up a little bit. We've never done this before. 16 minutes. So we're gonna have Rocky beat Alex Reynolds. Oh, that that was not gonna work. We'll see how it goes. Should be okay. Should be an okay match. How are we doing on time? Yeah, just Nick Jackson. Most of the opener. That's really it. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's actually, before we gotta make sure, we should probably change the venue. Probably run Osaka. Maybe not though. Let's just kind of see where we haven't ran. Just 2 venues. So this is gonna have 5,000. We don't have a big enough venue for that. And then 10,000, which we should have. Yeah, well, Hiroshima Sun Plaza. Perfect. All right. Let's run the show. It's a 6-man. Chaos versus Dark Order. Alex Reynolds taps out to the ankle lock in 15:49. Rocky, best guy in the match. Led by Eagles, then Taurus, Silver, and Reynolds and Francesco did the same. Something about the A's. There's a 74 for Joe Doring and Shingo. Shingo with a pumping bomber in 26:41. It's a big time win. And Brody Lee Tanashi gets a 74 as Brody Bomb in 26:15. Big time performance for Brody. That's a big time win too. He's going to take on Shingo. As in Jay White and Ashino. Oh, Jay White gets a stinger. That's tough. But at Avalanche Team Bone Suplex as the finish is pretty awesome though. As Ashino with an 81 too. Good rating there. It's a good match. Just it hasn't lived up to everything else because of really the stinger and Jay White's rating. An 80 though for Naito and Juice. Juice usually has good matches in the New Japan Cup. Him and Okada was the best match in the series for a good bit there in the start. But Naito with a Destino 25:56. That's an 80. It's a 63. Yeah, we went downhill in a hurry. That's okay, as the interference causes Bullet Club to win as God beat the Young Bucks with Guerrilla Warfare in 1333. Getting that one win in before their final match here. Coming up. As a 76 for Brody and Shingo. Wrong guy wins. But Brody Lee is going to the finals. And he'll be taking on Tetsuya Naito. Yeah, outperformed Ashino. It's weird. Ashino went from an 80-something to a 60-something because he was off his game. Naito with a Destino in 29-31. That's an 82. I was hoping something would hit that cap of an A rating, but didn't happen. At least the main event was the best match on the card. Cree-Star Pop in 13 regions. Couldn't really ask for anything more, as now we have our finals. It's set. That's how we got here. As Brody, he went through Yujiro in a minute. Even, I mean, really it was like 10 seconds, but the game is, of course, limited in some weird fashion to that. He beat Eddie Kingston in the second round. He beat Tanashi, and he just beat Shingo in the semifinals to make it to the finals. As for Tetsuya Naito, beat Yoshihashi, Hikuleu, then Juice, and then Shotaro Ashino. So really, his big wins were all in one night, beating like guys like Yoshihashi and Hikuleu. But I guess you could say the same thing for Brody with the Yujiro win and the win. I wouldn't say the win over Kingston. I think Kingston's better than almost LA Park and Yoshihashi combined. That is that. As far as the actual card goes, there is an undercarded match or two that I want to add that actually needs to be added before we can even get to it. As far as who to put over, I think Naito, Brody, and Nick Jackson is probably for the best. There we go. And then we'll showcase the card and go through that before we run to the finals, of course. But the finals, it is, at least I know two matches that I can tell you. And that's Brody Lee versus Tetsuya Naito for the New Japan Cup, and the six-man of Bad Luck Fale with G.O.D. against the Golden Elite of Kotobushi and the Young Bucks. Loser leaves New Japan. Pretty big co-main. And then so much more throughout the show that you'll be shown here in a bit. Alright, so the New Japan Cup Finals looks a little bit like this. Of course, the finals is Brody Lee versus Tetsuya Naito. When I take on Kotobushi at Sakura Genesis, as the co-main is not actually that six-man of the Loser Leaves New Japan match. It's actually going to be a New Japan Strong Openweight title match, Tai Chi Shimoire versus Zack Sabre Jr. So Zack has just beaten Caristico last week, but on that same New Japan Strong taping, actually it aired this week, so it's like a couple of days after that match, Ishimori and Alex Shelley had a number one contendership matchup. Taiji Shimoire won that match, so he's going to get the title match here. And that's going to be in the co-main, which that should be a really good match. I think it's going to be better than the six-man there, so that's why I put it there. Of course, we already, we've talked about the Loser Leaves New Japan match. Golden Elite versus Bad Luck Fale in Guerrillas of Destiny. So the IWGP Tag Team titles are on the line. Minoru Suzuki and Tai Chi against Shingo and Sonata. Of course, Suzuki beat Sonata, as Shingo beat Tai Chi. So there's got to be a rubber match in some type of form there, so just felt like it was the tag title matchup was the best course of action there. Now we're going to have a never openweight six-man title match as Alex Shelley, Jeff Cobb, and Toa Henare of the Liberty United team going to take on Chaos of Tomoichi, Toru Yano, and Hiroki Goto. It's a big-time matchup. Alex Shelley, even though he came up short in the number one contendership match for the New Japan Strong Openweight title, he's got a great opportunity here. It could be a never openweight six-man champ with Jeff Cobb and Toa Henare if they play their cards right. Now, this would be, normally, this next match, you would see this and be like, oh, it's a junior tag match. But, of course, Hiromu's the Intercontinental Champion. Pac has just won 60 minutes with the Heavyweight Champion. So we have this kind of fun little match of Hiromu and Bushi against Pac and Phoenix. Interesting matchup there. And, of course, Best Super Junior is somewhat around the corner. It will be after Sakura Genesis. And, so there is a bit of building up to that as well involved. The next matchup, it is a 10-man tag. The idea is Tanahashi with his boys. You got Taguchi with Master Wato, Leona Fujinami, and Hayato Yoshida, kind of the younger part of the roster, plus, Taguchi as well. Teaming up against Chaos of Kazuchika Okada, Yoshihashi, Rocky Romero, Sho and Yo of Roppongi 3K. That's going to be a fun match. I'm excited to see how that one plays out because there's so many different variables. Yoshihashi is going to be the worst guy in that match, which is just hilarious to think about. Because actually, no, he'll probably be better than Wado. That'd be sad if he isn't, though. If he's worse than Master Wado coming back from Excursion, we might have some trouble. But for the opener, it's Heiharu Tamura's the 7-match trial series match. It's the third match of the trial series. It's actually not going to be against Hiroshi Tenzan. It's actually going to be against Eddie Kingston. If I have to change that here. But that is the card on paper. There's a lot of fun stuff. We have a bit of a changing of the guard. Bullet Club's getting smaller potentially, or we're somehow going to lose the heavyweight champion. I don't know what would happen there if Ibushi ends up losing and leaving New Japan. I guess Brody Lee will become the champion, or Tetsuya Naito will become the champion. Whoever wins in the New Japan Cup Finals would be how that would go about that. Yes, that's kind of like the background of that. Without further ado here, let's get on with the show. And of course, last year's winner, Tomorishi, took on Tetsuya Naito at Sakura Genesis. And we'll see here. We got a Cablevision, New Japan World, and TV Asahi. It should be a normal event, as Tanashi backstage incident helped create a fun, relaxed atmosphere backstage of finding a discarded karaoke machine and started an impromptu pre-show competition. Yeah, Tanashi just nailing some karaoke. That would be amazing to see. Then Cinder Deora and Jushin Thunder Liger. Cinder Deora is brought into Wrestler's Court accused of making a mess backstage and not cleaning it up. And knowing everyone else, Jushin Thunder Liger found him guilty and sentenced him to clean it up and then buy drinks for everyone after the show. Small positive impact, alright. So yeah, last year the finals was Ishin Goto, got a 76. And the guy with the Golden Aces took on Suzuki-gun in a 6-man, which got a 77. And L.I.J. with Naito, Evil, and Sonata took on Tenkoji Makabe. That's interesting, on the old guard there. Oh yeah, that was the get rid of Chase Owens. Kind of funny how that's worked out, how we got rid of Chase Owens and now potentially we might get rid of some more Bullet Club guys. Just kind of funny. I keep on bringing up a loser leaves New Japan scenario. That was not that was not on purpose too. I love how old that's from 2017. I really need to update these graphics, but that's besides the point. All right, so this show here, 15,000. Interesting, because it should be a normal show. Should be. I just want to take a look. Yep, normal show. Huh? Is it just like that in Kanto? Is it like that everywhere else? No, it's probably because we've ran a lot of shows this month, to be fair. So, let's see. We can almost sell out Budokan, or we can run Ryogoku Sumo Hall and have a sellout there. Decisions. I think we're going to go with Budokan. It's always great to run Budokan. Even though it's not going to be an official sellout, it'll be damn near a sellout. Maybe even more people show up, because at least Okada's going to be there, so at least it's not going to be under 15,000. Yeah, good sign. Good sign there. Alright, so main event, Brody Lee, Tetsuya Naito. Brody will be winning the New Japan Cup. First foreigner to win it since Sack? Is that right? I think that had to be the last guy. So I'm trying to look for the New Japan Cup. Oh, there it is. New Japan Cup. How about we just edit that? So we just have it be called the New Japan Cup. How about that? Oh. How fun. What a weird thing to block. Yeah, it is Zack Sabre Jr. That was 2018, that's right. Alright, so he's joining him and Bernard. Awesome. Naito's a little upset by that. I had a feeling that might happen. Keep him strong. 28 minutes. Now, Ishimori and Zack Sabre Jr. New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, as Zack Sabre Jr. will be getting the win, defending his belt for a record 3rd time. It's pretty awesome. Golden Elite Bullet Club loser leaves New Japan, and the Golden Elite will be winning as the heavyweight champion will be beating the 6-man team of Guerrillas of Destiny and Balak Fale, as Ibushi's going to pin Fale there. 17 minutes. Might be a little too long. That's alright. And then I believe, yeah, then it's the tag title matchup of Suzuki and Tai Chi against Sonata and Shingo. Sonata's going to get that win back over Minoru Suzuki, so that's squaring that away. Then the six-man, never overweight six-man match, which I did add it. Okay, Liberty United Chaos, as Liberty United will be winning. We got new champs. That is the, let's see, how many champions we've had so far. So about 7. Will be the 8th champion, or it'll be the 9th champion now. Yeah, that's wild. 9 title changes in a year. That sounds about right for that for the never played 6-man titles. We might have changed the belts a little too much now that I think about it, but it's well, actually, most of that happened beforehand. Actually, that's who fucking cares. We're already past it. As yeah, Hiromu and Bushi against Pac and Rey Fenix. What a match, of course, they're going to have that steal the show as Pac's going to beat the junior. Oh, but Bushi's not back yet? I could have swore he was. What in the world? Yeah, it says he's ready to go. What the fuck? Well, shit. There went that match. Well, let's skip it for now. We'll think of something else. The 10-man, Tanashi with the Young Guns and Taguchi, and Kazuchika Okada with the rest of his Chaos members. As Leone Fujinami is going to beat Yoshihashi. Going to go 12, and Hayato Tamura, and Eddie Kingston. Kingston's going to win that trial series number 3. There. It's going after Evil, and then Hayato Tamura going after Eddie Kingston. So, as far as we need to steal the show match, obviously. I would love something with Pac and Phoenix against someone, but I'm not sure who. Though at the same time, do we have them take on Santa de Ora? And, yeah, I think that might be, Samurai del Sol, Santa de Ora, Pac, and Rey Fenix. Love it. There we go. So I believe that is a solid match to do. Seems like it. Yeah, that's, yep, that would be it. Because then afterwards, I think, no, I don't think we need to do anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. I believe that's it. We just gotta make a steal the show match. Just Pac. Yeah, and then, of course, it is kind of, Pac has said that Rey Fenix is the next challenger for him, and that's going to happen at Sakura Genesis. It's a bit of, seeing what can you do. I guess we could have Phoenix get the win there. That'd kind of be fun. To carry in some momentum into his match with Pac. There we go, steal the show, 14 minutes. Sounds good to me. Yep, something else is wrong here. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay, just that match. Okay, perfect. We could add a couple of pre-show matches too. Why not? While we are here. Tag match, yeah. Coughlin and Connors against Yota Tsuji and Kendo Koben. Sure. Nothing like having a Budokan match in front of all these people. 15-minute time limit. It's going to go the distance, of course. And the next one, I think we'll make it a 6-man. We could use Suzuki-gun. Could do Davy Boy with either Despy and Doki or Despy and Kanemaru. Probably Despy and Kanemaru. Against, let's go. I was thinking Bullet Club. I don't think it's going to work. Not enough people. Let's see. Yeah, we could do Liberty United. I guess we could go Juice with Kaji And then against, and then with that Hammerstone. Yeah. Curious if we've ever done this before. Yeah, didn't think so. Well, Juice was going to get the win. He's going to beat Kanamara. Actually, he'll beat Deathbeat. There we go. Change it up. Yeah, there's some good guys not on this card. But I think as a whole, I think it went pretty well. Actually, I just realized that's not a pre-show match. That could have been real bad. That could have been real bad. Yeah, just kind of, just to look and see who's not booked. It's crazy we have so many people. We gotta scroll down to see them. Like Gresham isn't booked. Josh Alexander. Joe Doring isn't booked. I thought about doing Joe Doring with, doing a heavyweight junior tag match, having Joe Doring with either Phoenix or Pac even against Taurus and Evil, but went against it. Yeah, but I think as a whole, I like the card. It's just obviously when you have so many people, there's going to be people that aren't going to make the list as far as on the final show, but all in all, I'm very happy with our final show on paper. We'll see how it runs. Yeah, 48. Way to go, Young Lions. Coughlin with the best rating with a 48, almost in the 50s. Connors and Coben, obviously, Kendo Coben's got the advantage of having or at least Clark Connors and Coughlin rather have the benefit of having the excellent chemistry boost, but not bad. Not bad at all. 64 for this match. Yeah, it definitely could have been the opener if we wanted to change it up, but I'm going to keep with what New Japan, they usually run 8 shows, so went with that. As Juice pins El Desperado with Pulp Friction. Best guy in the match gets the win. He beats the worst guy in the match. Makes sense. Hammerstone doing the same rating as Yoshinobu Kanemaru is pretty hilarious. It's, Kingston and Hayato Tamura. I didn't think Eddie Kingston would be that bad, but I guess it is a tactical masterclass. But nonetheless, though, Hayato Tamura is, by the time he's out of Young Lion stage, he'll probably be in the 60s. That's going to be crazy. It's a 63 for, I don't even know what, Lion Mark versus Chaos, I guess, as Liana Fujinami beats Yoshihashi with a double underhook suplex. Best rating was Okada, then Tanashi, of course. That makes sense. 57s for Fujinami and Rocky, 56 for Taguchi, 44 for Yoshida, 52 for Yo, 48 for Sho. I completely skipped over Sho and Yo. And then Master Wado, of course, rounding up the group with a 34. Yeah. Sounds about right. Got a 63. 77 for the junior tag match here. Pocket Ray Phoenix with 80 and 82. 65 and 63 for Senda de Ora and Samurai del Sol. Phoenix with the Meteora. And 13.59. Oh, Senda de Ora almost was injured. That could have been bad. As a 69 for Liberty United against Chaos. As Alex Shelley taps out Yana with this Border City stretch. We have new Never Openweight 6-man champions. Tough decision there. Very, very close. 1 point over for Shelley over Ishii, who was off his game though. And then 2 points each, well, at least 1 point for Goto over Cobb, and then 2 points for Yano over Hanari. So, wrong team potentially wins, but that's a nice win for Liberty United though, nonetheless. Another 69. It's time for the IWGP Tag Team title matchup as Sonata and Shingo make their first defense. As Sonata taps out Suzuki with a skull in 1830. 74 for Shingo and Sonata. 59 for Suzuki and a 45 for Tai Chi. Just wasn't enough there. 79, though, for the 6-man as Kota Ibushi with a 94. Jesus Christ. As he beats Bad Luck Fale with the Phoenix Splash. And yeah, I mean, it was awesome. And then 71 for Nick. 67 for Matt. 36 for Bad Luck Fale. 59 for Tama. 49 for Tongaloa. Bye-bye. The Tongan Death Squad, if you will. As that was an idea at one point to kind of be a Splinter Cell group of Bullet Club. Kind of the way House of Torture is with Bullet Club now in New Japan. But I just thought that was going to be too convoluted. Yeah, that's... I think that's the right decision, though, to kind of get rid of them, even though our roster's ginormous to begin with, and Tama does pretty well. Just, we don't need him. it's time to bring in some more people, some new blood. Kind of the idea there. 77 for the co-main. I thought for sure I was going to do a lot better than that. Especially with Zach's 87. Jesus Christ. As he makes his 4th defense of the New Japan Strong Openweight title. Definitely someone to watch out for. He's done incredible so far as he beats Ishimori in 25 minutes with the Zach driver. It's an 80 for our main event. The New Japan Cup somehow wasn't better than the previous encounter, but we'll take it as Brody beats Naito in 27 minutes with a running big boot. So, yeah, that's a big win for Brody. As I'm just kind of curious to see Naito lose morale and stamina for Brody Lee. I figured that was going to be a problem for Brody. Because I was trying to make this match go a little bit longer. They were just like, Brody probably won't do so hot. Damn, Naito's low morale kind of hurt a little bit, though. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good match. Pretty good show. At least the main event was the best thing on the card. It's crazy that I only got a 36. I didn't compute that when it happened. I don't know what the fuck happened, but, yeah, 36, not great. Probably should have flipped that with, but it's also a trial series match, too, so I want to give that some spotlight, too. Yeah, increased our poppin' region, so it wasn't a terrible show by any means. We're going to put over Naito. We're going to put over, I'm trying to think about, yeah, put over Kotobushi for sure. And, yeah, let's put over Hiromu, too. Just trying to think of guys who could use some... Oh, that's right. Hiromu was on the card. He was supposed to be on the card. That's right. He wasn't. I think who could use some morale as well. Tanashi could use some morale boost. Just a lot of people in general could use it. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching the New Japan Cup, the 2021 New Japan Cup. As, yeah, we have now our sights set on Sakura Genesis, Brody Lee versus Kotobushi. Plus, we also are going to have Rey Fenix and Pac. I believe we're going to have an IWGP Tag Team title match on that card as well. It should be pretty exciting. And I think I want to do an LIJ Chaos tag match like Naito and Hiromu against Okada and Ishii, maybe, something like that. Just some ideas that I've had. As I have re-sign Evil to a better contract for us. Yeah, I think at 15,000, almost a sellout in Budokan. So what we're going to do as far as with Tama Tonga Loa, you might be wondering, what are we going to do? Are we just going to release them? Not exactly. What we're just going to do is just send them some paid time off. Just, and I will say this, will they be gone forever? Probably, but they might not be, though. We might repackage them into something else, have them come back. Just an idea. Fale is for sure leaving, though. His contract's coming up, and I'm just going to let it ride. That was... Really, the idea that I had for that was because his morale was so bad, and I was like, well, we could... He asked for his release, and I probably should have took it right then and there, but I was like, we could maybe work an angle into that. I think we did. I think it at least was a pretty good match, so I think all in all, it's pretty good. So now we're on the road to Sakura Genesis, and I think it's one of our, from what I remember, one of our shorter, yeah, it's only 5 matches, or only 5 shows, rather, on the tour. Not too bad. We're probably going to make money this month, which is pretty awesome. And we made over 1 million ticket sales. We made some money off merch, made some money off our broadcast revenue as well. Our workers' contract is still pretty bad, but it's getting better. Monthly wage bill's over just under $1 million now, which is great. If we can get that lower and lower, I'm hoping for like a 750 number. That'll be perfect. If we can get that, that'd be great. Which is still, we still got a lot of guys making a lot of money. Like Tanashi's still making $170,000 a month. Would love to renegotiate that deal. Same thing with the Hiromu's deal. A lot of guys that actually, we just signed a Shitoro Shino's deal, which that was kind of out of necessity more than anything. Same thing with Pentagon Jr.'s contract. But yeah, I mean, there's, we'll make it work. We're still making money. We still got, over 7 million. We're fine. We're in the green. But thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for Sakura Genesis. Take care, everyone.